Alright, 18th video. Okay, so today is going to be the most slop video out of all of them. I only have an hour, so I'm going to do the most brain dead, easiest thing to do on MMA YouTube, and that's going to be a tier list. I'm just kidding. I like tier lists, so I just want to try something new, do something that probably doesn't take much effort because, once again, I don't have time. But I promise tomorrow is going to be a banger video, probably, maybe. But just today specifically, I had to do quite a bit of things today. So, yeah, that's why, you guys get the slop. So hopefully you like it. But anyways, so as you read the title, I'm pretty much just going to be going through the whole rankings, how much I think, how likely fighters are to beat the current champions on the roster. So let's do this. Okay, so first we got Amin Zahabo. We got this motherfucker here. I'm gonna put this motherfucker. Who's the champion again? It's Marab. Yeah, no, bro. You're going in a fat F. No, no way. Amin Zahabo, you are not touching the belt, dog. It's not happening. All right. Look, the reason why I say that is because Marab's way too good going forward and fucking just marauding you pretty much. So, and Amin Zahabo is, you can only win so many split decisions before I think you can do anything good. So, not really much I can say about Amin Zahabo here. You're not split decisioning Marab, bro. Imagine Dana White if Amin Zahabo actually becomes the fucking champ. Listen, what's the question? What I think about Zahabi's performance? I mean, congratulations, kid. I mean, what do you want me to say? All right, wasn't a barn burner. I mean, what do you want? A medal? Congrats, kid. All right. See, have fun defending your belt in the Apex. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, next one. So we got this motherfucker. I honestly kind of forgot his name. Amir. What the fuck's his last name? Amir. The fuck is Mir Abazi? Okay, how likely is he going to be Alexander Pantoja? I'm gonna put him in a fat D tier. I think like in the grappling he can do some alright work, so that's why I'll put him not completely F, but his hands aren't that great. And yeah, honestly, he just kind of reminds me just kind of a worse Pantoja. Not really much to say. I haven't really seen a mirror fight in a while, so maybe my opinion will change. But as of right now, sorry, kid, you're going D tier. Alexander Rakic. Now, how do I think he fares against Alex? I actually think he could do some okay things to him. It's just if he wasn't so chinny, so I'll put him in a fat C tier. I think he has a decent chance, but he would have to play a very specific game. Like if he uses his range and, I could see Alexander Rakic winning a fluke decision. So, yeah, that's what I gotta say to that for sure. So, yeah. Fucking, we have, what's this guy's name here? Alex Perez. Yeah, you're going F tier, dog. It's not happening. I already saw you get smoked by him, so that's not happening. Alexander Volkov now. I'm gonna go with the C tier. Kind of same thing he kind of has the same thing as Alexander Rakic. I know I gave Alex Perez down here in the F, but that's because fucking Volkov, I know Volkov also got smoked by Tom Aspinall, just like Alex Perez already got fucking smoked by Alexander Pantoja. But it's just the fact that, Volkov, he's in heavyweight, it's not in flyweight where, Alexander could pull off a crafty fluke, you know what I mean? But no, in all seriousness, I mean, I think, like, again, same thing with Rakic. Like, I think if he followed, like, a very specific perfect game plan and just all things go, like if the stars are aligned for my boy Alexander Volkov, I think he could pull out probably like a unanimous decision win, I think. But yeah, there you go, that's him. Aljamain Sterling, how likely is he to be Volk? I'm gonna go with D. Nah, dog, it ain't happening. It's not happening, bro. Sorry. Volk, I mean, it's just because, like, Aljamain's, like, a really great grappler and all, but, like, I mean, I don't know. Just the fact that, like, he gets tired. I know he can grapple him, but, like, he's shown whenever he does put a decent grappling clinic, he gets kind of tired, and I know it's just because Volk just got way too much stamina to the point where I don't see Aljo being able to actually win a convincing grapple decision, like Volk is way too good at going the distance. Because like I think if Aljo probably at best I give him he can win. He can maybe sneak in 2 rounds, like a crafty 2 rounds. But that's like as far as he goes. So that's it. Alonzo Manifield, just gonna put you in F dog. It's not happening. It's not happening, bro. Well, okay, you know what? I'll give light heavyweight some credit. He has power. You know what? No, fuck that. No, F. No, fuck. I don't need to say much about this guy. This guy's boring. He has like okay takedowns, but Alex Pereira is not getting taken down by this fucking midget. It's not happening, and he's definitely not skilled enough in the striking to close the distance. And Chin Pereira is just not gonna happen. I'm gonna be real. I think this is Grant Dawson. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if it is. I'm not gonna check right now if it is or not, but I think it is. How likely is it to be Ilia Topuria? Go D. I think he's just too chinny. I think that's just what it comes down to. But like again, like I think he could put a close fight with the grappling, but like Ilia Topuria is way too good at the grappling, and the only reason why I'm not putting Grant Dawson in the F fucking tier is because Ilia Topuria is still quite small. I think for lightweight, so yeah, I'm just gonna just. I think at best, again, a Grant Dawson at his best could possibly win like a round or 2 maybe, like off of grappling, but that's about it. See ya, as one would say. Alexander Hernandez. You know what? I'm gonna put him in B tier. I think he actually has a pretty good chance against Hamzat. It's just because, like, again, the cardio. It's just the main reason why I would put him in A. It's just one thing I don't like is that he kind of makes a lot of mistakes on the ground. He has a high pressure and a high, velocity. Like, what's that word? He has a high pace, but like, dude, that's only gonna work like so much when you're fighting Hamza. You can't afford to give any mistakes in the grappling. But he does have pretty good cardio. I could see him surviving the early onslaught of Hamzat, and I think his wrestling is decent enough to give Hamzat issues. It's just that he would have to go forward, and I don't know if he could, though. That's just the thing. But, I mean, he has the most likely chance, in my opinion, out of a lot of people in middleweight. So, yeah, just to keep it short and simple, I think Alexander Hernandez, with his cardio and his wrestling awareness and jiu-jitsu knowledge, I think he could pose a decent threat. And while advancing, Hamzat's not very good at defensive. So if Fluffy is on the offensive, I totally could see him, doing pretty good. So, yeah. Now, Armin. I'm gonna put him B. B. I just think he's way too short. I think, like, his fucking... he could beat Ilya with the grappling. But, like, on the feet, it's just... And then, like, even on the feet, I think Armin could pose some problems. It's just one thing I just don't like is just, I don't know, like, if you're getting almost chinned by Joanson Brito, that's not... I don't really like that. I don't really like that, It's just, like, I think it's just... Because he's really short himself, this motherfucker, so... Yeah, I don't really have much to say to that. I think the advantages are clear. I think if you were to run a very specific game, like... Armin totally could win. It's just I don't see it happening. Alright, this motherfucker. Arnold Allen to beat who's the champ? Volk? Yeah, no, that's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah, no, honestly, that's it. I don't really got much to say about it. Asu Almabayev. You know what? Not gonna be a popular pick. I'm gonna put him in A. I think he could pull out a fucking sneaky victory against fucking Pantoja. Because this motherfucker is kind of reminds me of like the Marab of heavyweight. He's just gonna spam takedowns. And let's not forget, Alexander Pantoja had a real problem against that fucking guy, Askar Askarov. Only real hardcores remember that. He has a real problem against like people who just spam takedowns on him. And have a lot of stamina and stuff, because yeah, so, and that's literally what Asu Almabayev or whatever does. So I think he has a pretty decent chance to beat what's his name, Pantoja with the grappling and stuff. So all right, next one, this motherfucker, I'm gonna go with C. I think, yeah, no, I mean, his boxing's pretty solid. I think he's pretty underrated, and I think he's pretty goddamn good. If this was, Azamat on the sauce, I would probably put him on the B. But since he's not on the sauce anymore, we're gonna put him on the C. So, all right, there you go. That's what we got. Bilal Muhammad S. No, I'm just kidding. He already lost the fucking champ. Since he already lost to the champion already, we already seen what happened. I'm gonna put him D. I don't think he's beating JDM. I love Bilal. You know, he's like one of my favorite fighters in the welterweight division. But sorry, we already seen that fight. Wasn't really competitive. I'm gonna be real. I just think Bilal just doesn't do enough damage. Like he just doesn't do enough damage. I don't think he's gonna beat JDM. And if it was Islam, okay, let's just say if it's Islam, because Islam might be the champ soon, I'll probably put him even F. But as of right now, actually, you know what? I think he poses against Islam better. But you know what? Let's just put him in F anyway if we were to fight Islam, because you know he's not gonna fight him. So, but as of right now, we're gonna put Bilal in D because he's not beating JDM. Benyel Dariush to beat Ilya Topuria. No, not happening. Not happening, dog. It's just too chinny and not that good in the grappling. So, I mean, I know Benny's pretty good, but yeah, no, it's probably not happening. Benoit, no, not happening. I don't need to say anymore. I'll put him B. I'll put him D. Okay, so there's no actual, like, real order between them. Like, you know, I think Amir has more of a chance than, say, Benoit to beat Alexander Pantoja. It's just more of, like, this is where they belong, more or less. So, yeah, I'll put it here in the D. Because you know what? You know, Benoit does got some pretty sneaky kicks, especially with the fucking body kick. I think that's pretty much it. Like, I think the only way he fucking wins if the stars are aligned for him once again. And even then, like, I think at most he'd probably just hurt Ilya. I don't think he'd beat him necessarily. So, yeah, there you go. Bogdan Guskov. I'm gonna go D as well. I don't see him beating Pereira. It's just his chin's really wide open. He's been tagged before. I don't think he's gonna be able to get it to the ground. I mean, he could win, but like, I don't know. I don't see it, to be honest. That's pretty much just based off vibe. Brendan Allen. We'll see, actually. I think he actually could pose some issues with against Hamzat. I think he could survive pretty well and probably do better than Dricus du Plessis, and you know, I think he could do some work there. Brian Ortega, Ilya, right? Or who's the champion in the featherweight? Oh, Volkov. No, we've already seen it happen. No, it's not happening. I don't know who this guy is. I think it's Rufy. Rufy against Ilya. Let me see. I can see him doing work against Ilya, but the thing is, it's just he's like Marisa Rufy got some pretty good striking. He's got like a sniper striking style. I could see him do stuff to Ilya. It's just I don't know, man. Like just fucking if you're losing to Benoit, I don't think he's gonna do that. I mean, I think he does a better than Benoit, and I think he could beat Ilya. Just again, because he's got the power and he's got the accuracy, but literally Ilya does that, but he also has a grappling advantage. So Ilya could, if he really wanted to, I think he could even take advantage of Mauricio Rufy's grappling. So yeah, Borralio, gonna be actually too as well. He's actually pretty okay. He's just so decent at everything that I think he could sneak in some rounds in and make it more competitive. Yeah. Carlos Prates now against JDM. You know what? I think... Oh, man, I don't fucking know, actually. I want to put him between B and A, but, you know, I think JDM's pretty good, but I also think Carlos Prates is good. I'm gonna fence sit that one for a little bit. I'll have to think about it. Carlos Ulberg. You know what? I actually think he could beat Pereira. Fucking Carlos Ulberg's pretty goddamn good. He's pretty legit. I think it's just like on the feet, he can do pretty good. He's almost the same height as him, and I also think he has a lot of experience with Izzy. So, and Izzy could probably show him the ropes around to beat Pereira. Like I said, A doesn't mean like guaranteed. I think he beats him. It's just I totally could see it happening. You know what I mean? Like for sure. I think this is Miles Johnson. I actually do think Miles Johnson could pose some challenges. It's just fucking Pantoja's got such a fucking brick head that I think even if Charles Johnson fucking snipes him, which he's pretty goddamn good at that for some reason. And, you know, also, you know, Alexander Pantoja's lucky he's not a prospect, so he doesn't have to worry about the Charles Johnson plot armor. So we're going to put him in the C tier here. Charles Oliveira to beat Ilya. Nah, dog, we already saw it happen. It's not. Well, you know what? I'll give him D. We already saw it happen, but I think if he had a certain game plan, he totally could win. It's just I don't know, man. I think he's just too chinny now. It's unfortunate. Gone. You know what? I fucking hate to do this, but he totally fucking can beat Tom Aspinall, which fucking sucks. He totally can. He totally can. Again, Gon's not. What's his name? Isn't really that great in the feet. No. Tom Aspinall is pretty goddamn good in the feet. Cyril Gahn, I think he's just more faster and more accurate. But again, he doesn't have the grappling advantage, I imagine. So, yeah. And as we saw the first fight, it was really close. So Cyril Gahn, out of everyone in the heavyweight division, totally has a fucking chance to beat this fucking guy, Tom Aspinall. So yeah, there you go. Colby Covington to beat, who's the champ again? JDM? Nah. D. I'll put him at D. I think if Colby runs a wrestling game, he has a very unlikely chance still. Look, I'll give this to Colby. I could see him winning a round at most. But, like, it's just he just doesn't do enough damage. It's the same issue with Bilal, really. It's like, even if Colby were to do his thing, he just doesn't do enough damage. And JDM is, like, willing to, like, scramble back up and do damage. So, even if Colby does manage to control him, like, he's not going to be able to hold him down for too long before JDM does, like, a scramble, gets back up, hurts Colby, and wins the round based off damage. So, yeah, it's not happening. Corey, put him in C. We already saw it happen. I would put him in B, but we've already saw it happen, so I don't think it's going to happen again. Just kind of what you've already showed in the first fight. I think if you just have a better game, not a better game plan, but if you had a better start, I think you could pose some problems for Rob. But I think that the issue's always gonna be there. Curtis Blades to beat Tom Aspinall. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put him in B. I actually think Curtis Blades could beat Tom Aspinall. To be honest, I know it's kind of unfortunate to have two heavyweights to beat Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall's not bad. It's just that, like, Curtis Blades, like, if he were to actually run a wrestling game, he actually could pose some problems to Tom. But again, like, again, we already saw the fight. You know what? Fine, I'll put him down to the C. We already saw that fight happen. You know, no, but the thing is, it's fucking heavyweight, so that's why I gotta put him in B. He has a pretty okay chance. Dan Hooker to beat Ilya. No, not happening. Dan Hooker's way too, oh man, I fucking love this shit. Whatever he does when he clips farms, it's just that's just not gonna happen. I think he's just way too into the fight that eventually he's gonna try to scrap it out with Ilya, and that's a terrible idea. That's literally how he wins every fight. So, like, I think Dan Hooker's style is more great towards grapplers than boxers like Ilya. So I just don't think it's gonna happen. At best, I could put him at C, D, because, he could use kicks, right? But at the same time, I don't know. Dan Hooker doesn't really kick that often anymore. Or not that much, I think. So, and even if he does, Ilya fucking will take him down. So, yeah, that's why I'll put him F. Ilya could take him down. Dan Ige, F. Don't need to explain that. F. Not happening. I'm gonna be real. I don't know who this fucking guy is. I think he's that guy who fought Rob Font. So, I'm not gonna put him there. Just whatever. David Onama, F. His recent performance, ass. So, yeah, no, not happening. Not being Volk, bro. Davison Figueiredo. You know what? Nah, don't put him in C, fuck it. I think he could pose some problems for Merab, but, like, I don't know, it's just... Though, like, the thing is with Figgy is, yeah, right? He literally can only either win... He's only winning by submission. Like, that's, like, his only chance, and that's why I have him in C, because if anyone's to do it in fucking bantamweight, win by fucking submit Merab, it's gonna be Davison Figueiredo. So yeah, that's kind of why I have him in C. But literally everything else is just not happening. And also the physical size, like Merab's a huge fucking guy. Davison's also a huge fucking guy, so that's why I think Davison could do some work with that. I think that's why I'll put him D. Like, if he just had the submission advantage, I put him here. But since he's also quite big as well, I'll put him in C. So I think he won't be able to get bullied. Derek Lewis versus Tom Aspinall. I'll put him in D because Derek Lewis has power. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only reason why I don't have him in F. But everything else, literally, Tom Aspinall beats him literally in every other way. No, fucking get your ass out of C tier, bro. You don't belong there. Anyways, Diego Lopez to beat Volk. We've already saw it happen, and it was kind of close, so I'll put him C. He could do it, and he's also improving, so that's why I'm putting him in C. But it's just the fact that they fought already. If he didn't fight him, then I totally you know I'll give Diego some Lopez some credit. He looked very good in this last fight, so I'll put him in B for now. Dominic Reyes, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put him in D. Surprise! I'm not gonna put him in F because Dominic Reyes is pretty good at moving backwards, and Alex Pereira has some issues with straight punches. So you know if fucking Pereira, you know, makes a huge mistake, like a massive mistake that he usually never does, I could see him catching him. Dricus Duplessis, we've already saw it, but I'm gonna put him in D tier. Oh shit, where the fuck did you go, Dricus? Yeah, where the fuck did you go, Dricus? Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm just gonna put him in fucking D because like he's pretty big. You know what? I think. I don't know, man. You know, nah, I'm gonna leave him in D. I was gonna put him in C. But the thing is, like, at that point, I'm just going off of assumptions because Drake is a huge guy. So, like, if he learned, like, better grappling fundamentals, he probably definitely could beat Khamzat Chimaev. But, you know, I don't... everything good? Everything good? No, okay. Yeah, no, so, yeah, fucking... Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Drake is, like... He's fucking huge guy, and I think a massive guy is perfect pause to stop the grappling of Khamzat Chimaev. So yeah. Oh, Gabriel Fiem, he's actually fighting this weekend. Is he gonna beat JDM? You know what? Actually, I think he could beat him, but he's just not that great. He would have to have a very specific, like, D is the tier that I would call that these fighters would have to be on their best and the champions would have to be at their worst kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like Gabriel Von Fiem was at his absolute best and fucking JDM was his absolute worst. Then, like, he could win, like, a decision or a decision / late early submission. Because, you know, like I said, Gabriel Von Fiem, if you watch my video that I posted yesterday, you'll see that Gabriel Von Fiem actually has decent leg kicks. So that works usually pretty decent on the boxers. So, yeah, I think, if anything, maybe a little bit. Anyways, Jeff Neal, who the fuck's championing again? JDM? Nah, not happening, dog. Nope. Even if he were to get in that position, I feel like he would fumble. So, yeah. Gilbert Burns, we already saw it. Nah, Gilbert nowadays, nah, he's no chance. He's just too old, and he's just too washed. So, yeah, freaking, that's not happening. Henry versus, you know what, actually? Against Marabi, actually did pretty good. But he's too... I don't think he's in the game anymore. Like, if this was, like... If I saw Henry still, like, had it in him, I would put him at least C. But it's just the fact that he doesn't. Like, he just... I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with... Yeah, no, he's just too old. If he was, like, a little bit younger, I would probably put him in C. But, nah, that's not happening. Giga Chick... No. No, your last performance was so ass, bro. You're not beating nobody again. Ian Gary, you know what? Fucking, this is gonna piss so many JDM fans. Bedtime, I'm sorry, bro. I genuinely think Ian Gary beats fucking goddamn. I think he could do it. I'm not saying he will, but I think out of all the welterweights at the moment, Ian Gary to totally beat JDM. Or, you know what? Yeah, no, I'll bump an A. I think the only thing is that I think if things were to get scrappy, Ian Gary does not have it in him to, like, beat JDM. And you may be asking, why is Cyril up here compared to, like... Why do I think Cyril could definitely beat Tom Aspinall compared to, like, Ian Gary, even though they kind of fight similar? It's just because, again, this is more heavyweight. And, you know, it only takes one shot. In welterweight, again, I mean, obviously you don't really get... It takes a lot more to put someone's lights out. And I feel like if things were to get scrappy, which JDM is very good when things, you know, get scrappy as well. Like, he can do it all, you know. Like, whether he's hurt or he's not hurt, he's always looking for the finish. And Ian Gary doesn't look for the finish. Like, he'll only look for the finish if he's guaranteed it. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of those, like, fighters. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if things were to get rough, then, of course, I think JDM would totally win. But, like, I totally could see Ian Gary managing to get the dub here. Like, he could. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. He could. This is the could tier list. Like, they totally could. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So, you know, become with that. Oh, wait a minute. Who the fuck? Wait. This wasn't Grant Dawson. Wait, who the fuck's this guy? I don't know who the fuck that guy is, because that's not who I thought it was. Alright, I think this is Grant Dawson. You know what? Fuck him. I don't even know anymore. I'm not putting him in there. Ilya Topuria. Okay, he's already the champ. Oh, Islam to beat JDM. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I think he's kind of the same as these guys. I honestly don't think he is gonna win because I think he's just too undersized. I think that's the problem. Like, yeah, no, it's just, yeah, I'm just gonna put Islam here because okay, it's just because like the only thing that's I don't know. I'll just put him here for now. Izzy to beat Hamzat, right? Oh, no, it's not happening, dog. Sorry, man. Izzy, I think you're pretty underrated in terms of like your career and stuff, but like, yeah, Izzy's only real chance is just to catch Hamzat Shemaev on the feet, which he totally can, which is why he's not F tier. But it's just, damn, the grappling's just, yeah. If you're getting submitted by Duplessis, it's not a good look. So, you know, and like if I had my perfect anime start trust, you know, he probably could win. So that's why I'm putting him in D tier, but probably just not likely. No. JDM, Jelton Almeida, I'm gonna put him in. You know what? B or A? Because unfortunately, I actually do think Jelton Almeida could probably win. I think he actually has more of a chance of beating him than fucking Volk does. For 5 rounds, right? It is. Oh no, for 5 rounds, we're gonna put him in. If it's a 5-rounder, I'll put him C. He just does no damage. Is the issue. Like if he actually tried to do damage, then I would even put him like here. But it's just the fact that he doesn't do any damage. It's just like, no. like 5 rounds. Tom Aspinall's eventually gonna catch you. You know what I mean? So it's just no. Jamal Hill to beat Pereira, right? No, we already seen it happen. It's not happening, Jamal. Sorry. Jan Blachowicz? I'm gonna put him in C. Yeah, I'll put him in C now. I think Unk still got it. I think if a perfect plan was involved, yeah, he could do it. But things again, this would mean the stars would have to align for him, which I think he could do it. Jared Cannonier to beat his Hamzat. It's you know what? Actually, Jared Cannonier is super fucking strong, so I'll give him. I'll put him in D tier because he could possibly knock him out and negate the grappling. But other than that, I don't know. Gene Silva, I'm gonna put him along with Diego Lopez. Actually, I generally think he could post some challenges for him. The GOAT Yuri, my favorite fighter, one of my favorite light heavyweights. Oh my, I love him, bro. Pause. Yuri though, we're gonna put. Sorry, bro. You already got slept by Pereira too many times for me to. You know what? I'll put you see. You know you already got slept. I would even put him here. You know what? Maybe it's just my Yuri. You know what? Fuck it. And I don't care if it's my Yuri glaze. All right, let me have it. All right. I'm gonna put him in C because he's shown in the first fight he can do some damage. In the second, you know, and it's just because he peaks. Nah, sorry, Yuri. You know what? You've already lost too many times. Sorry, bro. Now this what's his name? Joaquin Buckley. Because the wrestling's not going to be an issue. It's more the height. I don't know, man. It's hard. I actually don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I think if because I don't want to put him in D because I don't want to feel like I make it seem like Joaquin Buckley has no chance. I actually think he has an okay chance. I'll put him in C. I think he has a but a very low C, like barely C. Like if there was a C and a D, I'd put him in there because like he could be either or. So, you JDM fans, if you guys are Australian, I love you guys, but you know, I'm just letting you guys know. You can put him C or D depending on which one because I think Joaquin Buckley's actually pretty good. It's just like if Jack Della Mena was actually pretty solid at wrestling, I'd put him fucking here, but he's not. So I'm just gonna put Joaquin Buckley and C. I think he's athletic enough to do something. Johnny Walker, you know what? No, I think people are not. I'll put you D, bro. Same. You got the same thing with Yuri. You got enough power and enough awkwardness to do something, but you know what? Fuck it. I actually think he could do something. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it there. I think Johnny Walker is crazy enough to at least like if like prove me am I wrong? If fucking Johnny Walker got the chance to fight Pereira, do you don't think he'd just do everything in his possibility to just fucking just go for it? He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna die. At least I'm gonna die trying. You know what I mean? And I think he's athletic enough, big enough, tall enough to find something, either a fluke in the grappling or a win by a fluke KO. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think he can possibly pose some threats to Pereira. So, yeah, but I mean, yeah, but hey, I mean, to be fair, you can put him here, and I wouldn't have an issue with that. Josh Emmett versus Volk. No, not happening. Sorry, Volk. Sorry, Josh. You're too lenient, bro, for Volk. Justin Gaethje versus Ilya. You know what? You know, I'm gonna put him in C. I was thinking about putting him in B, but then I was like, nah, it's just because like Justin just seems like he eats too much. I think he just eventually he'll get caught. But I think if Gaethje follows a certain game plan with the leg kicks, and he's actually a pretty decent boxer, I think he can pose some issues for Ilya, and maybe win a crafty decision. But even then, Ilya could take him to even Ilya could take him to the ground. So yeah, we'll just put him in C. I think he could do some. I think he has an okay chance. Like if Islam was the champ, I'd put him fucking here for sure, or actually probably here. But since it's fucking Ilya, we'll put him in C. Just because again, I think Ilya the clip farmer. I think he would be willing to strike with Gaethje, and I think Gaethje, if you're willing to strike with Gaethje, he could pose some challenges compared to Islam, where he'll just he's not gonna strike with Gaethje, so I'd put him down there. But yeah, so yeah, I'd put him here for Ilya. Kamaru Usman versus JDM. Not happening. Sorry, bro. I mean, wait, didn't I put Colby in here? Yeah, no, I'll put him in here as well. Never mind, because I think it's just the same thing with Colby here, and I think. Yeah, it's just because like they're kind of the same. So, nah, because then it'd be kind of disrespectful to JDM. JDM's pretty good. Nah, put him in D. The only way he's winning is by a decision. He has the same thing with Colby. The only way Kamaru's beating JDM is fucking. Again, he wins like a decision maybe, and like I think he has more of a chance than Colby Covington. But, like, again, it's not, like, by much. It's, like, a 5% more chance. Just because he's more powerful, so it's, like, maybe he can hurt him on the feet, and maybe you can use the strength to, like, take him down more accurately than Colby would. But, anyway, yeah, so that's what I think. Anyway. Manel Kopp. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to put him in C because I feel like if he was actually... I would put him in A, B... It's just I don't know how he is in 5 rounds or 5-rounders. Like I think Manel Kopp is very explosive, very fast, and he generally could hurt fucking Pantoja. It's just that I don't know if like what's the word? Like he'd avoid the grappling for that long, you know what I mean? But like I totally could see I don't know. Could I put him in B? Okay. Depending how he performs against Brandon Royval, if he's able to go 5 rounds, fuck it, put him here. But if he can't, yeah, I'm gonna put him here for now, just from what we know. Okay, so the next one is Kai Kara-France. No, sorry, we already saw that happen. Nothing to say. Khalil Roundtree, we already saw that happen. Nah, I'm putting you in F. Kevin Holland versus JDM. Nah, we already saw that. Kevin Holland's just not gonna try. I think this is Kyler Phillips. What the fuck is even Kyler Phillips? You know what? No, Kyler Phillips down all the way. He's just not even gonna try. If you're getting tired in 3-rounders, good luck, kid. Good luck. You know what I mean? Leon Edwards. Where's JDM? You know what? This is gonna be crazy. I actually think Leon could actually do okay against JDM. He's just very patient, and you know what? That patience is why he's in the C tier. Because, like, he's pretty damn good, I think, Leon, in the striking, but, like, he just doesn't do enough. So, like, yeah, like, I think he can out-kickbox JDM, probably. Out-kick him, but at the same time, JDM could, like, totally just, out-will him, which is not very hard to do. So, yeah, I'll put him in C for now. Leroy Murphy, bro. You know what? I'm gonna put him in A. He's actually probably, as of right now, the only guy I could see beating Volk, which is pretty sad. Um, yeah, alright, this video's already getting kind of too long, so I'm gonna speed run some of these. Uh, okay, so, yeah, Leon Murphy, I think he has a solid chance. Magomed Ankalaev, I don't know, that last performance was really bad. You know, since he already beat him once, I'm gonna put him in B. I'm gonna put him in B. I know he already got murdered, but, I mean, it's Alex, you know, it happens. Alright, so Michael Chandler. Who's it? Ilya, right? You know what? I'll put him in. Nah, it's because Chandler would generally just give him no chance to win. Like, well, okay, you know what? Chandler could fluke it. There you go. That's like his only chance in the first round. He generally flukes Ilya. But that's literally the only way he's winning because Chandler is going to decide not to win. So, against Ilya. So, yeah, we'll put him in D. Marcin Tybura. We already saw it happen. Not happening, Unk. Sorry. I love you to Marcin Tybura. I love my crafty vets, but not happening against Tom, bro. Man, also you have like no power, which is kind of like the only thing that would like. That's the only reason why I have Derek here. You know, I think I have him here, right? Where the fuck did he go? Derek, where'd you go, bro? Oh, there you are. Yeah, the only reason why he's here and you're not is because he at least has power. You know what I mean? You have no power, so you're down here. Okay. Marcus McGee against Marab. Nah, bro. If you're getting clinched by fucking Peter, is he's pretty damn strong, though. Nah, F. If you're getting held by Peter Yan, good luck, kid. Marlon Vera, nah, just F, bro. Well, you can. No, you wouldn't even try to fluke at Marlon Vera. You don't even try, bro. Mario Batista, Mario Blobtista. You know he did against good. He did all right against. I don't know though. It's different though. Yeah, you know he did pretty okay against Umar, and you know he'd actually try pretty well, I think, and I think he's pretty okay going forward. So I think he could win. It's just he would have to have the perfect game plan, and that's just unfortunate. Marvin Vittori against, you know, I'll put you in D because you have a blockhead, and you totally would not win off of skill, Marvin Vittori, but you can possibly, I don't know, maybe Hamzat dies of exhaustion in the last round, and maybe you get a fluke sub or TKO. That's like your only method to victory is a 5th round fluke finish, like absolutely fucking fluke finish that Hamzat just gives up pretty much. But because without that fluke finish, or because pretty much without Hamzat giving up Marvin Vittori, you go down here. But since that's a possibility and you have a blockhead and your grappling's okay, well enough to survive at least, we'll put you in D tier. Matus Gamrot, I like you, Matus Gamrot, but no. Yeah. No, actually, no. We're putting him in D. I was thinking about putting him. We're putting him in F. It's because I would put him in here in D, but it's just the fact that like his whole thing is grappling is really hard to take down someone. Matus Gamrot has no power, man, and he's way too. Nah, you're just too chinny, Matus Gamrot. Sorry, bro, it's not happening. Okay, Max Holloway to beat. You know what? In lightweight? No, you know what? I think Max Holloway has a good chance. I genuinely think he has a good chance to beat Ilya Taporia right now. You know what? Max Holloway could do it. I genuinely think he could beat Ilya Taporia in there. Yeah, that's a good one. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is fucking Roofy. Who the fuck was the other guy? Alright, well, okay, well, anyway, I don't know who the other guy was, but anyway, this is Roofy. Where did I put him? I think I put him in C tier, didn't I? Wait, where the fuck's the other guy? Who the fuck is this? Oh, is this fucking Bruno Silva? The fucking flyweight? Oh, hell no. His ass goes down here. Or I think. I don't know who that is. Anyway. Michael Morales. I'm going to put him in C just because I really... Yeah, he's got some potential, but, like, I don't really know anything about him too well. Like, I've seen his fights, but there's, like, so, like, nothing about him. I don't know. It's like... I mean, again, he's just got the potential. That's pretty much it. Venom Page to beat... Hamzat, right? No, it's not happening. Not at all. Not at all, kid. Not at all. Wait, you know what? No. For being the best striker, period, I'll put you in D. You can fluke a flying knee. If you don't, that's it. Not happening. I think this is Mick Parkin. Is he even ranked anymore? I don't know, but anyway, I'm just gonna go with no, probably not. Now Brandon Moreno. Nah, you already lost to him, so... And you already lost to him a lot of times. It was close. That's why I'm not putting an F, but for sure, it's not happening. D. Moss for Evlov to beat Volk? I don't know. This Monster is pretty damn good. I'll put you in C, bro. It's just you just don't do enough damage, man. I think... Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. And again, Volk's already fought a pretty damn good Danny-style wrestling kind of thing. Which, I'm going to be real, I don't even think most of our Evlov even falls in that kind of category. But, yeah, no, I think Volk's just too good. So, no. This is, what's his name? The French fucker? Fuck, what's this guy's name? I'm fucking drawing my fucking slipping my mind. What the fuck's this guy's name? Oh, anyway, you know who this guy is, the French dude in middleweight. You know what? I'll go with B. Just don't. Yeah, you know, we'll go. No. Fuck it. No, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna put a crafty pick by me. Crafty pick. I think you can beat him just because the boxing's pretty good, and I don't think he'll back up. And oh wait, no, you got controlled by Brennan. No, never mind. Bump you down A. Because I told. No, never mind. I put you in C, dog. I don't like how you got controlled by Brennan Allen, bro. Well, I'll put you along with the other ones. It's just Hamzat's just that dominant, bro. I just don't see it happening. At least not to this fucker. Well, you know what? Compared to out of everyone in middleweight, though. Okay, you know what? I'll put you in A. It might be a crafty pick by me, but I'll put you in A. This fucking guy, no, too chinny, but you're decent enough on the ground to maybe fluke something. No. You know what? Alex is too good on the ground now. Nope, not happening. No, not at all. Patty Pimlet. I'm putting B. I can see him posing some problems for Ilya because how tall he is and how big he is, but I think eventually he'd probably get chinned. Or, yeah, and then he's got a fucking head of steel, so that's what I'm saying. I'll put him in B. It's just, I think Ilya's just better skill-wise. It's just like, I think Ilya for the first time is going to fight someone that has like every physical advantage over him. Because usually Ilya's like the stronger guy-ish, but I think Patty's probably even stronger just because how big he is. But anyway, yeah, there's that. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, Pitbull? Volk? Nah, not happening. Paulo Costa, middleweight? They were meant to fight, and he's pretty strong. Just, I don't know. Paulo Costa just looks like he just gives, I don't know. I'm just gonna put him in C. I think stylistically he could pose some problems. But, yeah, no. Peter Yan? I know I made a video about you possibly winning, dog, but that last look wasn't good. I mean, just because how much you've improved. C or D? I don't know. I'm just gonna put D because we've already seen it. Even though you've improved, I don't think by much enough to put it by C. You know what? No. That long guard could be helpful, like with his arm. To stuff takedowns. Nah, D. Fuck it. This guy, I'm gonna put him in fucking D. I don't think he does. Nah, if you're getting boxed up by Gaethje, no. I don't know who this guy is, so I'm not gonna put him here. Rainer de Ritter. No, Hamza's just too. No, Hamza's just too good at grappling that I think it's just Rainer if you just didn't give up. Because okay, I know everyone's talking shit about him giving up, but I have nothing wrong with him giving up or whatever. Because if you know you're done, you're done. But Rainer de Ritter, I think he could survive against Hamza. It's just I don't think that means he'd win though. Yeah, no, it's because if Rainer, I guess before that happened, Rainer de Ritter, versus Brennan Allen, I'm gonna put him here. But I guess it's just the fact that he's willing to quit against a lot of pressure, which is not good because Hamzat's gonna do that all day. Renato Moicano versus yeah, sorry Renato, you're too old. I really don't see you doing much. Your takedowns aren't that great. And your striking's okay enough, but yeah, no, that's not happening. Robert Whitaker. Hamzat? Nah, put him in D. We already saw it happen. Roman Dolidze. D. Roman Kopylov. Not happening. Brandon Royval. Yeah, we've already saw it happen too many times. Sean Brady. No, you know what? Actually, fuck, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think I might even. Could I even put him in S? Yeah, I'm gonna put him in S. Fuck it. I totally think he could do something. Sean O'Malley, we've already seen it many times, so that's why I'm gonna put him in C. He could do it, but it's very unlikely. Sean Strickland, I actually think he could do pretty okay against him against Hamzat. Put him in B. Put him in B. It's a good one. Sergey Pavlovich in a rematch against Tom Aspinall. You know, despite him getting slept, I think he could do okay in a rematch. Yeah. He can do okay, I think. And not at least better than the last time. Because if this was Sergey of old, where he just runs forward all the time, it's just because he's been so patient as of recently. I think he could do something. You know what? No. Nah. I don't know. Because his opponents weren't that great. So, Sergey Spivak, F, not doing anything. Tom, Shamil Gaziev, S, obviously. Rob Font, no, not happening. Song Yidong. Actually, you know, I think he could do okay. By the way, these guys, I don't think Song Yidong would beat him, but I think he could pose some challenges. I think he could take a round off of Marab. So, Steve Ursig, he's already shown to do pretty well. Put him in A. Yeah, Steve Ursig totally could beat fucking, what's his name, other guy. Alexander Pantoja. I think this is Steve Garcia. I think he's okay, but I haven't watched any of his fights. So, who's the champ? Volk? I'll go with no. Tagir Ulemebekov or whatever. I actually think he could do okay, but nah, if you're losing to Tim Elliott, nah. Yeah, I like Tim Elliott, but no. Shavkat Rachmanov. No one, let's see. Yeah, I don't see him beating JDM. Just because, like, fucking hell, like, he just gets hit too much. I don't think he's having tie. F. Oh, this guy Talon Teixeira. D. Just because of the height. That's literally the only reason why I have him here. And he has power, so D. Tim Elliott, speak of the devil, actually. He's right here. D or F. I really don't see him doing anything. D. I was putting him in D because, like, I mean, he could possibly beat him, but, like, because of the wrestling. But, like, he's just so easily to get submitted, so I'm gonna go with no. Tatsuro Taira, you know what? He might have the. It's just his stand-up though. It's pretty bad. A. We'll put him A. If he had actually okay stand-up, that would put him in S. Cause like I know Pantoja's stand-up is not that great either himself, but like he actually does damage though. Like that's the thing. Like, he's actually willing to go forward. So that's why I'll just put him here in A. I still don't know who that guy is. Umar Nurmagomedov. I think he has the most chance out of everyone. That's for sure in the bantamweight division. So we'll just put him in S. Walter Walker. You know what? I'm gonna put him in. I don't know. We've only seen him grapple. That's why I'm putting him in C. Like, if I actually seen him more of his stand up, I'd probably put him at B because he's actually a pretty decent grappler, and I love his heel hooks. But yeah. Oh, Joshua Van totally has a chance. This kid's going places. I don't know. Joshua Van's really fucking good, isn't he? I'll go S. He has probably the most chance to beat Pantoja. I think this is Vincius Oliveira or whatever his name is. To be Marab? Nah, not happening. Volkan Ozdemir to be Pereira. I think he's actually pretty decent at striking, so. Nah, I'm putting him here, D. Waldo Cortez Acosta, I think he. This one's a tricky one, actually. I'm just gonna go. Should go C for now. Fuck it, whatever. Yair, we're gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with C. Even though I don't like the fucking guy. I really don't like the fucking guy. But it's just he's always got that kicking advantage. So like if it all goes well for Yair, I totally could see him beating what's his name? Volk. So yeah. So Yusuf Zalal beating Volk. You know what? I think I might go B. I actually totally see Yusuf Zalal being able to do okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Zhang, this guy, against Pereira? Nah, dog. If you're not checking any leg kicks against fucking Pereira, you're not. You're not checking any leg kicks against Walker. You ain't doing it here. Yeah. Nah, dog. It ain't happening. All right. Well. Oh yeah. I forgot about Carlos Prates. Where would I put him? You know what? Fuck it. I'll put him. Put him A. Fuck it. I feel really bad because it feels like I'm really shitting on JDM, but like I guess he just has a lot of competition here, doesn't he? Yeah, so, you know what, yeah, alright, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Pretty long, I'd say, but, here's are the people that I would, favor to beat all their champions in their respective divisions. So, thank you for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace.